Have you ever felt wired and tired? Have you ever felt no amount of rest actually felt restful? Have you ever felt that you are always behind and you're always rushing and there is never enough time to do everything that you want to do in life? If the answer is yes, you are not alone and it is not your fault. It is not a motivation problem. It is not a mindset problem. It is a nervous system regulation problem. Now, in this video, we are going to dive deep into how your nervous system learned that you're not safe and how to create internal safety. And this one simple exercise that you can do, make it a lifelong habit for your nervous system regulation and for true confidence. My name is I Ching. I am a weirdly funny nerd who helps high achievers transcend their childhood trauma and become the most vibrant, authentic, confident versions of themselves. No, I'm not going to crack any jokes today because today is not about being funny. Today is about creating safety and being present. So let's dive in. If you are a high achiever like me, you probably had a very stressful childhood where you were criticized for not being good enough, not performing, not trying your best, being too slow, only to name a few of those things. Now you get the idea. The thing is that if you've experienced childhood trauma, be it neglect, criticism, shaming, your nervous system learned from very early on that your environment was not safe. If I rest, mom and dad is going to scold me for not performing enough. If I slow down, that doesn't feel earned because I haven't done enough homework yet. Things like that. So your cortisol levels, sometimes adrenaline, right? Stress hormones. Those levels are always elevated. And in chronic stressful situations, if you are always living in that state of fight or flight, because your stress hormones were always elevated, that was the baseline of your nervous system. It started from there. The baseline was there. Like you had to reach that speed, that productivity to be safe, because that was a baseline. Now, that's not sustainable because chronic stress will deplete your system. That's what we call adrenal fatigue, right? Your HPA axis, which is the stress response system, is dysregulated because stress is not meant for long term. If you think about animals, you think about zebras. Zebras are only stressed out when there is immediate danger, when they're being chased by lions. Otherwise, they're just gonna be lying down and, eating grass and basking in the sun. There's no stress. They're not going to dwell on past. They're not going to worry about the future. But why are we human beings constantly living in chronic stress? Because we carry historical stress. Stress from childhood. That's what our nervous system learned. And because of that, we use that to project into the future. And we carry future stress, which is worry. Right? That's why. And that's why it's not sustainable. And that's why our systems are dysregulated. And here's the thing, high achievers, if you felt competent living in this elevated, stressful state, that confidence is not true confidence. It's more of a performative confidence because you needed it to protect yourself. You needed it for safety. You needed it for your mom and dad's approval. So any kind of competence built from there, from your survival mode, fight or flight mode, was not true confidence. It was a form of self-protection. True confidence only comes from safety. And that's why true confidence feels more embodied, feels more grounded, feels slower, because it comes from a regulated nervous system. True confidence is about self-expression. It's not about self-protection. So when you feel that edge, that kind of activation, you are still in your old activated mode, stress mode, survival mode, and now it's time to get back to safety mode, because that's where sustainability and health and authenticity live. Now, here's one simple exercise and habit that you can learn. You can do it now, okay? Because we're gonna do it now. You can find a spot, sit down, feet on the floor, hands either on your lap or like me holding this, right? This is very calming for me. And then take a deep breath from your belly. Make sure you have a relaxed posture, right? No shrugging shoulders or whatsoever. Just sit straight and comfortably, not stiff, okay? And take a deep breath from the belly and make your exhale longer than your inhale. How did that feel? Great, right? It's instantly calming. So this is what you can do for your system. This is what you can remind your body that you are safe in this moment. Nobody's chasing after you. You're not being chased by lions. You're probably only being chased by that former version of yourself when you felt or you thought it was dangerous and everything was dangerous and you needed to fight to survive. But that's not true. So this is a reminder for you. Whenever you encounter stress, take a deep breath and remind yourself to take such deep breath every day, all day, whenever you need it. Take your time. This is about being human. This is not about your image. This is not about anything else, what other people think of you. It is about you being human and you creating the safety for yourself. What this breathing does is that it sends calming signals to your ventral vagal system, or what we call vagal nerve, which is the nerve in charge of harmony and connection. And what other things can you do to send calming signals to your vagal nerve to bring you back to safety? You can start humming. That felt great, right? Start humming. Or take a walk in nature. I have a dog, she's sleeping right here. So, taking her out at least twice a day is very calming for me. You can also do mindful activities, right? Like coloring, meditation, journaling. But remember, those cannot and should not replace your day-to-day activities, because stress is going to find you no matter what. Stressful moments are inevitable. It's what we do that matters. And what we do is keep reminding ourselves that we are safe and send calming signals to our vagal system. Now, why is this so helpful is because for you and me, high achievers, if we were so used to that fight or flight mode, our sympathetic nervous systems was activated all the time. So our vagal nerve was underactivated. And that's why there was this imbalance. It's a nervous system imbalance and dysregulation, honestly. What we're doing now is to bring up that balance and bring down the stress mode, the fight or flight mode. Only save your fight or flight mode when you're actually in danger. Most of the times we're not. So remind our vagal nerve that we are safe. And that's where you build true confidence. Because from that place, confidence is more grounded, more embodied, and it's about your true expression. And that's also what makes it sustainable and easily accessible, because you are safe. Thank you so much for watching. I will deliver more in the next 2 videos, because this is a 3-video mini-series about nervous system regulation. And I hope it helps you. But remember, you really gotta do that breathing exercise, because that's what's gonna make all the difference. All right. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ichi, and do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.